So, suicide doors. Love them, hate them. They have their times of both. But today I'm going to review all about these doors that makes the RX8 such a special car. So, suicide doors are also known as freestyle doors or reverse-hinged doors because this door opens backwards and this one just opens like a normal door. But these doors are a little bit different than a typical suicide door, and I'm just going to review that now. So these doors are called suicide doors because as you're driving, in a normal door, the airflow pushes against the door and would shut it. But in these doors, the airflow goes against the hinges and pushes them back, so it makes it easier for a passenger to fall out of the door because it's not shutting with the airflow. So that's why they got the name suicide doors, which is what I call them. Some people call them freestyle doors or reverse hinge doors, but I feel like most people call them suicide doors. So here's why these doors are so great. First of all, if you know a two-door car, like a coupe, you're gonna see that the doors are huge. You're gonna open them, and if you're parked next to somebody, these doors, they're usually so big that you just hit the other car, and they're really heavy because you have to be able to get into the back seat. But for suicide doors, since you have another door in the back that's smaller, these doors are just like a normal size door, and this one's even smaller. So when you open them, this one being so small, like it hardly takes up any space. So if you park close to somebody, it makes it easy to get in and out of the car. Another great thing about the suicide doors is when they're closed, it just looks like a normal two-door coupe. So it looks really nice and clean. It's got a clean design, and it doesn't look like a four-door at all, even though it has some of the same convenience as a four-door. Another thing with these doors is it makes it super easy to put a bag in the back seat. So you crack the first door open, and as you're gonna get in, you crack this one open. It opens, so there's an opening right here. You can throw a bag in the back seat like a backpack or a gym bag, shut the door, get in the car, and you're good to go. There's no like going around the other door, you know, it makes it nice and easy, and yeah. Another awesome thing about suicide doors is there's no B-pillar. So on a normal four-door car, there's a pillar that drops down right here. But since you have suicide doors on this car, you don't have that. And now you just have a big opening. So if you're like really, really, really tall, you could unbolt the back seat or the front seat, sit in the back seat, and drive the car. No, they designed this car for really tall people. I'm telling you that, for sure. In the back seat, you actually have significantly more headroom. So I'll show you this. Compared to a two-door car, if you've ever sat in the back of a two-door car, you know your head's like touching the thing. But you have a significant amount of headroom here. Like, I mean, I'm pretty short, but that's a good 5 inches right there. So another great thing about these suicide doors that I found out recently is if you have to change, they make a super convenient changing room. So like, you're going to the gym, you don't really want to go in their stinky locker room. So you could just close the doors like this, you know, and you get like a little changing room. Maybe you throw a towel over here. You got a changing room, you can change your shorts. Probably not your shirt unless you want to show off your muscles. What?
Unless you're short.
Unless you're short, yeah. If you're really short, if you're short like me, you could do it, especially if you've got tinted windows. But yeah, you can make a little changing room here. You can change your shorts or do whatever, you know. I feel like that's a little bit pointless, but you know, I do it. So why not? Why can't you? So, as you can see, these suicide doors are great, but there are some drawbacks. So I'm going to go through those drawbacks, cons, whatever you call them right now, of these suicide doors. So the first con of these suicide doors, it's not with all suicide doors, but these in particular, because the back seat is held by the front, the back door is held by the front door, is sometimes when people don't really know how these doors work, they'll shut this door first and it doesn't close, and then it's possible for another person to shut this door on top of it, which could be really bad for your paint and damage it. So you just have to be really careful No, no, I'm good. But I don't know. If you ever see an RX8 with like a messed up door right there, that's probably because someone was stupid and slammed the back door on the front door. So you have to be super careful if you're driving people, that they know to close the back door first and then the front door. Because I've had it on multiple occasions, someone closes the front door and then you're like, no! You're yelling at them before they close the back door on it, but you know, it's just something you gotta deal with. Another thing is, sometimes because the seatbelt is attached to the back door, it's like doesn't retract and gets stuck here. So when you close the back door, it like closes onto the seatbelt, and then when you close your door, you don't really realize. So you're like sitting in your seat and you're like ready to put your seatbelt on, and you're like, well, oh shit, it's like stuck in the door. And then you gotta like open that door and then open this door again. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen sometimes. That can be annoying sometimes. Another thing is sometimes people just don't know how to use them. Like you're driving around people and you're like, there you go, get in the back seat. I found that I have to actually open this door for the people, because otherwise they'll be like, oh yeah, it's a 2-door, and then they'll put the seat down and you're like, why? Like why? It's got 4 doors, you know. But some people, and then you got, yeah, then you put your seat back up and it's like that, and then you're going to drive and you're like this, and then you have to readjust it, and you know, you can never find that perfect, I don't know why I did this, you can never find that perfect position. Oh, I'm gonna be messing with this all day now.
Like the last 2 were just about the people.
Yeah, no, people suck. People don't know how to use this car. It's special.
Like you.
Yep. So another great thing about these doors is the back doors are very lightweight because they don't have the electronics for the window. They just have a simple pop like that just goes out. So you're saving weight, and they're small, they're not complex, they're nice and simple. So you're saving weight, but you still get some of the convenience of the same 4-door design. So what do I think of these suicide doors? Well, I think it's a stretch to call it a complete 4-door design. Like, it's pretty much acts as a 2-door, but you have a little bit more flexibility, it's a little bit more convenient, but it's really a stretch to call it a 4-door. Probably the best thing about having this is for insurance. Depending on your insurance company, a 4-door car may be a lot cheaper than a 2-door car, so you might be able to save a couple dollars from that. But that's
Fucking train.
I'll wait. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.